All right, so it is Monday, and as you can see, the sun is not shining.
Told you.
The snow is here, and we are headed to the Deseret Industries. We're going to the one in American Fork today. Saturday, we went to the one in Saratoga Springs. So hopefully this one has some more goodies. We'll let you know. The roads are kind of nasty. Traffic's not great. Lovely February weather. So we got here a little late, no line, so.
9:01.
9:01, you gotta get here on time. Hopefully there's good stuff. All right, so I must really love food because kitchen's always my favorite aisle. Enamel pot. Stoneware baker, gonna pick this up because people like it for sourdough. Couple of cute strainers here, all in one area, so it's a good shelf. All right, super cute bell. Oh, and it's in there and it's cast iron. And $1, I'm gonna get this. Another rolling pin, definitely that's coming home with me. $1, good deal. I always love to look at the ceramics. This is really pretty. I think I'm gonna grab it. $4, that's a good price. I'm not picking them up today, but for all the mid-century lovers, I know you're gonna love these salad sets. They're personally not like my style, but we have sold them in the past. They've done pretty well. I love this little set here. It's got the spoon. Only sticker is made in Japan, but that's a good price. So I'm gonna take it home. I found this cute little rooster mug. Definitely coming home with me, 75 cents. See if there's any other mugs that catch my eye. I think I see some pretty plates. Look at that transferware. Not old, but definitely pretty, so I'm gonna pick these up. Here's another one that's got a lot of detail on it. Again, it's $1, so definitely worth picking up. Here's another little good find. $4, originally $62. What do I spy in the wood aisle? A set of 3 candlesticks. Bonus, 75 cents each. That's a good deal. All right, so I actually love these little vases, but it's got this weird thing on top. I'm gonna see if I can get that off. I don't think that belongs to this vase. I was able to get them separated, so that looks like it was a pot, and I think this is just a cute little vase. Good thing I decided to take a second and squat down because look, cute little candlesticks. Sorry for my squeaky shoes. Everything's all wet. And also look how precious that is. So cute. All right, kind of not my vibe, but definitely got the 70s thing going on. So I'm gonna pick it up. Looks like it's for oil and vinegar. Looks hand blown. Definitely picking up this cake plate. So cute. I always love a good domed dish, so I'm gonna pick this one up. So I'm always looking for greenery when I'm here. And this is just from IKEA, but for 75 cents, it's definitely cheaper than buying it at their shop. So I'm gonna pick this one up. All right, I always like to look at the little tchotchkes. That one's made in China. This one is actually probably worth something on the eBay world because it's the Nightmare Before Christmas. So I'm gonna put this in my cart and look it up. And then of course, black and white rooster, $1. That's a good deal. I actually really love these. I just wish they were all white and didn't have that painting on them. Otherwise, I'd totally pick them up because they're cool. So this DI does pretty good on furniture as well, but I feel like they have more like soft goods furniture, which I'm not usually into. And then they've got a few things, but they're usually overpriced. Occasionally I find something good in the yard. Okay, so we're over here at the yard. Zeb's already been out here, but I'm just gonna double check and make sure he didn't miss anything that I like. Lots more furniture out here. Usually stuff is a better deal out here than inside. All right, so right away I see this. You know me and grapes, don't love them, but I'm pretty sure that could just be taken off. It's 75 cents, so definitely picking this up. It's got a little divider inside and it'll be fun to paint. So here's like an old ice cream bucket. I don't love the gold, but I think paint it with milk paint. Here, look, oh, it's not an ice cream bucket. It's like a little organizer. I'm gonna see how much it is. It's 10 bucks. I feel like that's a little much because it's gonna be a lot to make it look cute. I'm gonna pass it up. All right, Zeb, what'd you find?
So I forgot my black light, and I can't tell if this is depression glass or not. If it is, it's worth about 50, 60 bucks. If not, it's probably worth about 15.
Well, depression, you mean uranium, right?
Yeah, either or.
I think for $7
valuable.
it's worth a gamble. Let's get it.
Okay.
Here's the rest of Zeb's cart, so it's a good thing he found that because he's not finding a whole lot today. My cart, on the other hand, is pretty good today.
Yeah, you went through quick.
All right, so when I came in, I saw this shirt. It's still here. Tacos Lime Sunshine, $2. I'm gonna take that home because that's totally me. That's what I need. I need to go visit Debbie and have this. All right, Zeb, so under $60 today?
Yeah, so this was all, well, a little over. This was all 55, and then this little vase was 7. So we'll see. This is the gamble of the day. See what this is.
All right, I feel like that's pretty good for what is that, $63? $62.
$62.
If my math is correct. So yeah, I'm excited about today's haul. I think we need to go shopping one more time this week, but nobody's sad about that.
No.
The next thing we're gonna be working on is your giraffe.
The giraffe is coming up next. We're doing that today. We found this giraffe out thrifting. I'm using amazing mold putty, and this is something we sell at JamiRayVintage.com. I use it for repairs, for casting elements off of furniture that I want to keep. I think I have enough, just I've got a little bit left in the bottom. I'm going to try to mold this good horn and then carry that over once we cast it in resin and put it on the broken horn. And we'll see how that goes. 2 equal parts, and then you just kind of mush them together. It's going to be a little bit brighter yellow once they're combined. All right, all nice and combined. We're going to take the good horn. I'm going to kind of thin it out here. Just start wrapping it over the top and around the sides. Now we've got that horn molded. We're going to let this set up and dry. We'll come back and cast that in just a few minutes. Let's pull this off and see what we get. It is nice and set up. It's been here probably, I left it 15 minutes. You can see no damage to the other horn that we're keeping. If you're doing furniture and you need to do a little foot or a knob or something like that, this is perfect for that application. Got amazing casting resin, and you can also get that same place, Jami Ray Vintage. I'm gonna do one pour. One of these full. This comes with the kit. This is a dowel screw, and it's threaded both sides. I pulled this out of another piece of furniture that was broken. I always keep these if I can. And I'm gonna also use that in the mold. I'm gonna fill it pretty much all the way up. I do actually have a little bit extra. This is gonna set up pretty fast, so I am just gonna hold this right in there and lean it up against my giraffe neck. Okay, so you can see this set up pretty quick. It's still wet around the edges, but it's dry enough and hard enough that I can just let that dowel screw hang out. I don't have to hold it anymore. Let's demold this. Should be pretty easy with this dowel screw in here. Okay, we've got a giraffe horn. This is broken off higher, so I'm gonna have to sand down. I'm probably gonna take it to about right here on that and sand that down real quick. I have a big void in there now because there wasn't much past where I cut. So we're gonna stuff this full of paper as much as we can. And so I ended up stuffing probably 10 to 12 pieces of like wrapping paper, almost like newspaper in there, and it's pretty firm. I'm gonna put a bunch of construction adhesive in around here, and it's in there tight enough that I can actually screw the horn down into this and it stays pretty firm. Gorilla Glue, heavy duty construction adhesive. This hardens up, it's good indoors, outdoors. I'm just gonna stuff this tube full.
Now we got it upright so it doesn't fall out.
And then, let's see, I was screwing it down in. Okay, because it's tight enough in there, it screws down into the paper. We're probably gonna make a goopy mess that we have to clean up here. Okay. All right, now we gotta find the right angle for the horn. We don't wanna just weirdly hang it out. This has been sitting for about 2 hours now. I do have some cracks and creases, and this isn't completely smooth. And that glue set up almost like a silicone, that construction adhesive. So we're gonna add some salt wash, thicken that up, and it'll be good to go. I've got DIY crinoline in the bottom of my cup, some salt wash, and just gonna dump this in. Salt wash is a paint additive, doesn't change the color, it does thicken it up really nice if you wanna build texture or do a repair like what I'm doing and kinda hide some of your blemishes. I'm just gonna stir it in with that paint. You know that your salt wash is mixed up good enough when it doesn't just slide off of whatever you're mixing with. It'll stand up on its own for a little bit. So I built it up around both horns so that it has kind of a uniform look to that. And then I've got quite a bit of this salt wash and DIY paint mixture left over. So I'm just gonna use that as like a thick paint and put it on the rest of the giraffe and see what happens there. The giraffe has been sitting overnight. I let the salt wash cure good and hard. And I'm just gonna take some 220 grit sandpaper and just smooth out some of the spots here. I had to really build it up where the horn didn't quite align. So just gonna smooth that out. I've got some regular crinoline now, no salt wash in this. Got some peekaboos here that we need to touch up in some of these cracks and creases just to get good coverage. Time to clear wax this. Give it a nice protective coating, and then that'll also give us a little resist. We're gonna go dark wax after this. Time for dark wax. The clear wax is on here. It's not dry. I haven't buffed it. We're just gonna go straight on with the dark wax, and I'm gonna pull a lot of the excess off. Because of the salt wash texture, we're gonna get a lot of wax sitting down in that texture, and it's really gonna pop. Okay, before that dries, this is just a dry rag. I'll wipe that back. Clean out his nose. And do the whole giraffe.
I have the dog and you have a giraffe.
I do have the giraffe. Mine, it doesn't have the mount, but you know, you could mount it on the wall. Fun project, fun to fix, kind of stretch some of my repair skills a little bit because this is fiberglass and resin, but I think it turned out pretty good with the paint job and the repair.
If you guys like this video, be sure to hit share, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe to Jami Vintage for more
DIY
thrifting.